Hello, my name is Shannon Ware, and this is my video submission for the Founders Program. The app I'm going to be talking about very briefly is called StageMaster. It basically turns text into like an AI-generated voice, which is a little bit better than the out-of-the-box voices on your operating system, only by a little bit. Here's a screenshot of, on the left, we have the GUI interface for the StageMaster application. And on the right, we have the web application that will also take text input and can run on the local network, but is outside of the scope of today's discussion. And generate that audio, but of course there's lots of optimization can be done. And here it is running. I'll only enter in a couple lines. So, and I'll choose something else. For one, you can see down in the terminal that it's going through the works of generating these audio files. This is our second voice. I'm going to choose it and do that. And then really quickly, I last night implemented a feature where I can select these different lines, and if I click this button, it'll feed them into the application for me. So sorry, I'm too far away from the mic. It'll feed them into the application for me. So when that's done generating, I'm going to press play, and we should be able to hear all those. Now, it's not spaced out where I can interact with the voice, you know, even as a sock puppet, but this is where we were when we stopped development in May. How many we're done, so I'm going to press play.
This is our first voice.
This is our second voice. The other way of writing except statement is shown below, and in this way, it only accepts exceptions that you were meant to catch, or you can check which error is occurring in.
Okay, so that is the application. So next is a project value. For me, the value of it was, at the time, I didn't want to speak on game streaming, basically because of, well, shyness, but also dealing with trolls. I thought if I could use a typing interface to deal with trolls, I could handle trolls much better. If I were to sell this app, I would shift the focus. Like, obviously it generates voices, but really you'd want some kind of lightweight application to help you manage scripts and to like take certain lines that a character would say and assign them to another voice actor, manipulate them in that way. As far as the tech stack goes, this is the fun part. The main star of the show is Hugging Face Transformers, which design decisions. Here's a short list of some of the design decisions. I decided against going with version control, even though I need the practice. I didn't see it was going to help with the creative flow, so we just keep a lot of files on disk for our different versions of the software. Data control. At the time, I went with keeping audio, you know, everything passes through an audio file that's saved to disk, and that doesn't seem like the most efficient thing, but it's actually the way libraries like SoundFile work, and the Hugging Face pipeline expects a file on disk rather than a file in memory. So these start points correspond to the major buttons on the interface, and the critical path is through to the Hugging Face speech engine, and then all the files are saved on disk, and then they're called up and played at various times. Additional thoughts. AI hype cycle. Like, I was an AI skeptic in, say, January. I was an AI enthusiast in March, and now I know that, you know, the population are getting sick of AI, and they don't want, it's not helping them achieve what they want. And the reference for this is a lecture I saw on the battery hype cycle, where there's all these technologies about better batteries, but each one of them is at some point in the hype cycle. And, you know, when it actually becomes a reality is very far down the line. And I think there are lessons to be learned in that for AI as well. So yes, I made StageMaster. I enjoy it very much. It is not something I would sell publicly, but it contains a lot of ideas for apps that I would sell publicly. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.